Hello, you're listening to Yellow King Film Boy. Dr. Sleep, the sequel to The Shining, has been getting its first reviews and reactions, and the buzz is that this is an excellent film, which is surprising to me as well after looking at the trailers. I mean, they weren't bad. It does look interesting, just didn't spark any excitement out of me personally, and well, I felt it has to be such a difficult undertaking to make a sequel to such an iconic film, and therefore it will probably fail, but it looks like you can't judge a film by its trailer. Dr. Sleep is directed by Mike Flanagan, who made the excellent series The Haunting of House Hill and also another Stephen King adaptation, Gerald's Game. And if we are to believe the numerous critics who have been tweeting about their first reactions to seeing the film, he looks to have got it really bang on right with this. Here's a selection of the opinions. Dr. Sleep is another trauma-fueled emotional horror from Flanagan that made me ugly cry in public, understandably shakes up the book quite a bit, but keeps King's heart right where it needs to be. Where does one sign up for Rebecca Ferguson's cult? Asking for a friend. It's been a great year for Stephen King adaptations, but I feel Dr. Sleep is the best of the bunch. Thrilled me in ways I wasn't expecting, made me emotional at times, and Rebecca Ferguson is ferocious. What a wonderful celebration of Kubrick, King and Mike Flanagan's career as well. Dr. Sleep works best when it's sticking to Stephen King's novel. The moment it starts trying to recreate elements of Kubrick's The Shining, it stumbles a bit. Still, Flanagan nails the emotional elements, no surprise there, and Rebecca Ferguson owns the entire movie. Dr. Sleep is the Shining sequel King fans have been waiting for. Curran is a star in the making, and Ferguson is downright terrifying. Flanagan beautifully meshes Danny Torrance's haunting past with the now present, resulting in the best King adaptation of the year. Dr. Sleep is the best Stephen King adaptation since Shawshank Redemption. Mike Flanagan has perfectly combined nostalgia with tension, mystery and suspense. The entire cast is superb. There are a number of surprises that will make King fans squeal with delight. Dr. Sleep is an immensely satisfying and perfectly adapts the tone of King's book. An adult psychodrama with an abundance of emotionally satisfying and crowd-pleasing thrills. Watch on the biggest screen and as many times humanly as possible. I don't want to get too ahead of my IGN review, but for now I can say that I thoroughly enjoyed Dr. Sleep. There are some third act issues, but the great performances, amazing visuals and very clear reverence for both King and Kubrick's Shining totally carry it. Really enjoyed Dr. Sleep. And it's not just because I love Rebecca Ferguson, but it's not insignificant. Feels very King and Flanagan, horror reflected through family trauma. Fans of Flanagan's Haunting of Hill House will love it. Dr. Sleep is a good movie, but didn't wow me like writer-director Flanagan's previous work. It does have some pretty interesting moments. My full review will be up next Wednesday. As a huge fan of Kubrick's The Shining, King's books and Mike Flanagan, I'm giddy that Dr. Sleep is seriously great. It's an excellent and faithful adaptation that makes smart changes, especially melding the 80s film and the sequel book, and the casting performances are phenomenal. Dr. Sleep reaches back into The Shining's past to tell a deeply relatable drama about family, addiction and grief that just happens to be a great scary movie and one of 2019's best films. Dr. Sleep somehow does justice to both King and Kubrick while perfectly fitting into Flanagan's already impressive, somber, creepy catalogue. It runs on the heart of its characters and their plight, and Rebecca Ferguson's Rose the Hat is poised to be a new horror icon. I loved Dr. Sleep, such a brilliant love letter to Kubrick's original, unafraid to be both thrilling and entirely worshipful of what came before, equal parts nostalgia and acting its own path, not unlike the underloved 2010. It's my most surprising gem of 2019. Dr. Sleep, in a year full of great Stephen King adaptations, this one is far and away my favourite. McGregor gives an absolutely fantastic and soulful performance as the haunted Danny Torrance, an amazing standalone film as well, excellent sequel to The Shining. Rebecca Ferguson is also terrifying as Rose the Hat. She steals much of the film, and she really gets under your skin. Honestly, this may be one of my favourite Stephen King adaptations ever. It's just haunting, beautiful and fun. Check it out, guys. Dr. Sleep is a well-crafted, very creepy and often scary thriller that cleverly recreates moments and sets from The Shining. The cast is great, especially young, Curran, definitely a big thumbs up for the film from me. Dr. Sleep, the boldest choice here is that Mike Flanagan doesn't even try to do Kubrick. He makes a Mike Flanagan movie, spooky, emotional, ultimately optimistic. Not only a sequel to The Shining, but a response to it. An attempt to reconcile King and Kubrick. Loved it. I really loved Dr. Sleep. Flanagan is a master and one of the greatest adapters of King's material. Somehow manages to do the novel, King's original novel, for The Shining and Kubrick's adaptation justice all at once. Scary, thrilling and very sad. See it as soon as possible. In Dr. Sleep, which I quite liked, Rebecca Ferguson's truly evil villain has a crust punk, carny aesthetic, and let me tell you, it works. So if these reviews are to be believed, then this looks like it's a must-see. Are you interested in seeing this movie? Leave a comment, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for listening.